Jamie.
All right, Megan, if you're a believer in signs, believe what Joni Daniels is going to tell us. Signs that you may lose your job. You know you can read the tea leaves. Huh?
Yeah, there's clues. There's definitely clues that you need to pick up on.
But this goes beyond the boss not liking you when you're doing a bad job.
Yeah. This sort of assumes that you do a decent job and that you have a decent relationship with your boss.
All right, let's start off. Number one, out of the loop. What? I didn't know that. What?
If you're used to being in the know, if the grapevine isn't growing anywhere near you, that can be a sign that suddenly the information is going around you and not to you.
All right, number two, recent sale or merger, when the company, has a new management team coming in.
Yeah, if you're an executive and you've been involved in the merger, you know what's coming. And if you are not at the top, you probably should have a good idea, because when there's a merger or a sale, there's redundancy. And when there's a redundancy, they don't need two people to do the same job. And a layoff will be coming, and they'll be looking at who to let go and who to keep.
Number three, less work.
If you find yourself doing less work or being taken off the essential work and put on a special project, that could be a sign that somebody else is doing the essential work, and when the special project is over, you might be too.
You go into the boss's office and they hand you back a bad review.
If it's a bad review and you saw it coming, that's a developmental discussion. But if you thought you were doing a great job and your boss tells you you're not doing a good job, that difference of opinion could be a clue that you're being not set up, but they're sort of laying the groundwork for looking at who is a good worker and who's not, and you suddenly are not.
Number five, a job opening posted.
Well, not yours, but even yours. Yeah, that's if there haven't been a lot of layoffs.
Hey, listen, we've been through that. We've seen that before. Believe me, that is horrible.
Well, it is, and if you're not,
What?
Well, if your employer is trolling to fill positions and there's not a lot of people leaving and there's not a lot of new projects, they could be looking to replace people who already exist, or they could be looking for less costly employees to replace people whose salaries are high.
Keep a sharp eye on what's happening in your industry or your company. Why? I mean, if you see, they're closing the plant down in Toledo.
Yeah, in your industry, if other companies that are like yours are having layoffs, the chances are pretty good yours will be coming. And related industries as well. If architects aren't designing this year, construction companies are going to have a tough time next year.
But isn't it right here? Don't you feel it right here?
It should be. It should be. And today people are hyper aware about any little sign. But some people think, well, as Megan said, there's signs that things are improving. So I bet that we're fine now and that the worst is over and things are on the upswing. And your industry may be a little lagging, and they maybe have put off doing some of the layoffs that are going to come in the next couple months.
By the time we get to these signs, is there anything you can do to turn it around?
If you have a really good relationship with your boss or some of the executives, you can go and say, I'm looking at signs, what can you tell me? And if they're honest with you, you can at least see it coming, get your ducks in a row, start working your network, start getting your resume together and making connections so that if you do get laid off, you have places to go.
All right, and you have to go.
I do.
Sorry. Joni Daniels.
Next month.
All right, we'll see you next month with more tips on what to look for. All right, Megan.
JoniDaniels.com. She's great.